Yeah. Yeah, I just want to get up there like as far as I can, and then I'll either work back or work up a little bit further. Good luck, man. Yep. No, only room for one.
Oh, never been on the boat. You have a beer I can have?
What?
You have a beer I can have?
I don't, sorry.
I have one you can have.
No, thank you.
No, we don't. He's on the road. You have a wonderful day, though, sir. You're beautiful.
You do the same. Thank you.
Thanks, I'm gonna have to clean that shit.
Line's in. Alright, I'm not doing a chesty on this tournament, but this is the Bassmaster Kayak Series on Clear Lake 2-day tournament, and hope to catch some fish. The bite's been tough up here. Been here since Thursday. Didn't film any practice. I've caught a total of 6 fish, and I think I've landed 3. But let's have a good day. I don't need a lot of fish. I just need 5 today, 5 tomorrow. So at this point, the bite has been extremely tough. I hadn't even had a bite all day long, so I decided to pick up a quakey and give it a shot. This was about the 3rd or 4th cast. $12 3/4, no skunk. So considering the only bite I had all day long was on a quakey, and I got this thing hung up underneath the dock, I was prepared to go in after it. It was the only one I had with me. My friend Sean let me borrow it for the tournament, and did not want to lose it. But fortunately, we were able to get it dislodged. But I never got another bite on it all day. So after freeing that quakey up, decided to make a move over a couple docks. And this dock right here, it ended up being a pretty big key to my tournament. It had nice big shade underneath it. In previous practice days, once it got later in the day, sun got a little higher, got a little shade under the docks, they seemed to bite, and it didn't take long for me to get a bite. First cast in there, I had one steal the trailer of my jig, so basically just rebaited back up, threw back in there, and it wasn't long after that I finally got another fish on. $14 1/2. So this was the very next cast up underneath the dock after catching that fish, and I hooked into another one, and I knew at that point that there could be some potential under this dock, and I knew that I'd probably spend the rest of my day right here. 14. Oh no. Twelve and a half. It's been tough, so I'll take it. Yeah. This is a limit, so.
You drop shotting him or?
Yeah.
Good luck, yeah.
Huh?
Good luck.
Thanks. $13.75. And a quarter. So after not having a bite until almost 11 o'clock in the morning, we found this one nice little magical dock that just kept reloading with fish, and we were able to pick up our limit, including pulling a few times. It wasn't a big limit, but I was just satisfied to have put 5 fish in the boat, considering how tough the fishing had been in practice. Alright, day 2 of the Bassmaster Bass Nation Kayak Series on Clear Lake. Somehow we managed to scrape a small little limit together yesterday, and we found that one little magical dock and was able to put together a limit. I'm heading there this morning. We're gonna see if they're still there, see if we can pick up any early. Yesterday we didn't get on a bite until mid-afternoon, so hoping we get there early and they're still under that dock and we can pick off a limit. But we'll just take you guys along. I'm just doing the rear camera again today. We're kind of mid-pack, mid-30s out of 71. So it would take a giant bag and a bunch of people to bomb to even do anything on this tournament. So we're just gonna have fun today and hope to put 5 fish in the boat. All right, check in with you later. All right, so I've slowed this down and I've zoomed in on it. And as you can see, my GoPro is on. The little red light is indicating that we are recording. I checked on this periodically throughout the day and it continued to show this little red light. So I was under the assumption that I was recording all day long. But when I got back to the ramp at the end of the day and went to shut it off, it was showing me that I only had like a minute of run time. Therefore, I didn't get any footage from day 2. So basically what I did on that day 2 is I went back to that same little magical dock that I had on day 1, and I wanted to check it first thing in the morning and see if the fish were there. Well, they weren't. It definitely was a late morning, early afternoon bite. As soon as the sun got high enough to cast shadows under the docks, that's when they seemed to bite. So I tried a bunch of other things. Again, same scenario, threw around a chatterbait, top water, punched, frogged, everything. I didn't get a bite. But once that shadows started casting under the docks, I went back to that same dock and started throwing the jig underneath there. And it wasn't 5 minutes after I got there, I started catching, fish after fish under that same dock. And so I basically just spent the whole second day at that dock until about 1 o'clock. And then I started making my way down the bank, trying to find any other dock that I could replicate the same scenario on. And I was able to coal a few times throughout the day. So with like 30 minutes left in the tournament, I found another dock close to the boat ramp, and I pitched my jig up under there and hooked into a massive fish. And unfortunately, I don't have any footage from it, but it jumped. If I had to guess, it would probably be like 6 pounds. Spit the hook. I still had a few minutes left, so I circled back to it, threw a jig up under there again, and ended up catching another 14.75 under that dock. But I really wish I would have had that big one. It might have moved me up a little bit. But overall, I was happy to get a limit both days, and we kind of finished mid-pack. We were 30th out of 76 or however many were in it. So I was pleased with that performance considering how tough the practice had been. And obviously I would have loved to have done better, but I can't complain to get a limit both days. I had a great time at the Airbnb with all the fellas. We had a really, really nice Airbnb in Lucerne. Had its own little dock right on the lake. It was a really great place. If you're ever in Lucerne, you should definitely check that out. If you're looking for an Airbnb, I highly recommend it. That's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate you coming along, and hopefully we'll be able to document the next one a little better. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.